Doug asked a question. I have a question regarding delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. And if you view it as something that is destructive or helpful. And with your training methods, how do you guide your athletes and members around DOMS? In my younger years as a gym practitioner, I would wear, you'd wear the soreness as a badge of honor and enjoyed the feeling as it was a way of my body telling me that it worked hard. However, now as a busy family man, he finds DOMS destructive and requiring longer hours to recover. Can muscle be built without experiencing regular delayed onset muscle soreness? You will find, no matter what program you do, that the body will adapt and soreness will dissipate. Now, I know a lot of people say they should do there's this phrase called muscle confusion, which is kind of interesting because I know what is trying to be said with muscle confusion, but trust me, your muscles don't get confused. Your muscles do one thing, and that's to pull, to contract. Okay, that's what they do. They do this, and and obviously the nervous system has to really work around to do this versus this. The nervous system has to figure out a lot of work there. Interesting. All I'm going to do is reference a study that was just a few years ago. Whether or not I like it or not, it doesn't matter, but it was interesting, is that they found that taking any of those, I think they're called NSAIDs, the aspirin, the Motrin, those things, after a workout to, get rid of the soreness, actually hurt your gains. And the body, the body needs to know what it's responding to. And if you pop this other thing in there that stops the soreness, stops the inflammation, whatever soreness is, I'm not 100% sure I know entirely what soreness is. If you've ever run in a competition of 400 meters where that lactic acid just literally seems like it's lighting parts of your body on fire. My teammate, John King, we had to run a 4x4 in a track meet one time, and he was our shot putter, and the video of him trying to sprint through the last 100 meters, it is, I wish I had it. It did look like a bear jumping on a bear because he was a huge guy. And then we all know that weird, a great way to get, sore almost for every listener is just go over to any stairwell in the world and do 200 calf raises. Just do them, It is interesting that high rep calf raises make a lot of people have the urge to have a bowel movement, which I've always found just a fascinating thing about the human body. But you do that, or like what happened at discus camp years ago when we had that jump rope thing, and we could barely walk up. We could barely walk for 2 days, 3 days. What does that soreness mean? Well, it means you did something you haven't done, and you did way too much of it. Does that kind of soreness lead to long-term muscle growth? I don't know. Does not training for a 400 meter and then running as fast as you physically can and in a race and then get all that terrible burn, does that build muscle? I don't know. So there's another kind, that kind of localized muscle soreness we get from lifting that might help us long-term with hypertrophy, bodybuilding gains, muscle gain. Certainly will help us in most cases with being stronger, more load on the bar in the future. But what that soreness means or doesn't mean, I almost sometimes feel like you move into a moral theology question, where this is right and this is wrong. I will get sore. I just don't bench. I haven't benched in decades because I just don't. I got some good advice from someone years ago to drop bench pressing. Don't worry about the whole thing. But I know if I was going to the gym right now and I was going to put on a little show for the kids, and I know I could probably bench press a pretty good weight, and then tomorrow I would be so sore right there and right there that if you touch them with a feather, I'd probably fall down. So, but does that mean I'm suddenly going to show up like, Arnold in 1974 with those pecs? No, it just means I'm sore. Soreness is a tough thing to follow. Soreness is a tough thing to figure out. So I would say accept soreness when you change exercises, when you change rep schemes, when you change load, but don't accept soreness as the answer long term. Okay? All right. Thank you.